All right, so now we're gonna get after the impeller on the 82 Chrysler 7.5. I didn't think it was pumping very good the other day. And here's why. Now, if you can find one of these, you're fortunate. I got a couple off of Amazon, and they came from Poseidon Marine, and there was only 2 available, so I bought both of them. And there isn't any more right now, and Amazon says they don't know when or if. But I got a third one that I had purchased from another place a while back. This little thing's about the size of about a quarter. And if a guy has one for sale, he's probably going to charge you $100 for it. Part number 525065-1. That's NLA, which is no longer available. But there's another guy that goes by the name of Chrysler Outboard Dude. That's Ben Dittmar. And on one of his videos, I saw a comment that he said, I think it was you find a impeller for a Johnson or Evinrude 8-horse from the 80s. Sorry about my hand in the way. And he said he's used them before and it fits. So I'm going to give it a try. And when I do find it, I'm going to put it on Facebook, on the Chrysler groups. And also, if you're a Chrysler fan, I encourage you to join Chrysler Best Outboard Ever on Facebook. That would be cool. A lot of helpful tips. Guys sharing parts. You know, if this guy's got something the other guy don't have and things like that. The groups are really, really important for that. But if you can, let me move it over here. I can see it real good, but looking at through the lens, I don't. Kind of, some of the blades are a little short. That one's gone. And it looks like someone ran it. This is why we're always saying don't run them, not even for 2 seconds out of water. I don't know why that's doing that. I can see it plain as day. But the lens, the light sucks it all out of there through the camera. But anyway, yeah, it's been warm, so it got ran out of water. It's spinning around inside the dry pump and just ruined a $100 impeller, somebody did. Or they didn't have it. You know, you ever see a video of a guy on Marketplace and they got the skeg in the water right there? And they say, hey, watch this, it runs, I can prove it. And they got it in the water about that deep. And somehow it's like, I guess they think water's like electricity and it'll just conduct itself up into the pump way up here. But anyway, it's junk. Being one-handed, like always, I'm just going to show you the key points that you need to get this thing apart. There is 12 fasteners to get to it. Got one Allen head, and that holds the intake snout on. Get that one. And then you've got these 4. And that holds this piece on. So those 4 will be in there. And then you got 3 for the pump. 1, 2. Okay, so you got 2 of one length and 1 short one. And then also you got this to lift the pump. And this extension portion, I thought, well, you can probably take it off, you know, at this point rather than taking that all off, but you can't because some of the fasteners that you need to take out are buried inside of this. So you have to take this off to get to these. Let's see, where's that? You got two under there and the third one right there. Let's see if I can lay it down and show you. Well, that's not supposed to happen. Okay, you got one here and one on the other side. And then you got that one. Adds up to 12 separate fasteners. Maybe I can try to set this up here somehow. Problem is I can't ever tell if I'm in the frame. Okay, now I don't know if it's important or not, and more important, but I counted the shift rod. I counted how many turns that I took to get it loose. So when I put it back in, because it was shifting good, so I'm assuming that it was right the first time. Something just flew out of there. I had 15 turns to get the shift rod out. Now you might want to just do your own counting. But when I pulled that out of there, I could have swore I saw something. Maybe it was just gear lube. I thought I saw something come popping out of there. I'll look at the video, but okay, now we can lift this up. I got the drive shaft seals. I don't want it to come out of there, damn it. It helps to take some 600 and clean the carbon off of the drive shaft to slip off there easier. And inspect the pump housing. Don't break this thing. If you're lucky enough to find one, it's going to cost you a couple $100. I think marineengine.com has a couple. Yeah, it's crazy. Doesn't seem like anybody would ever pay that much, but okay, somebody put some, I don't know if this is the original impeller that's still in it, but I noticed a lot of silicone on a lot of the things I was taking apart. This looks pretty good. I'm just gonna very lightly clean her up with some 600 wet dry sandpaper. Okay, and then you're gonna have a little pin in here. You don't want to lose that. There it is. It's right there. Maybe I need a white background. Man, there's just no good way to see this there. Yeah. Yeah, it got warm. I smoked it. I'm surprised it was pumping at all, really. All right. We have another drive shaft seal underneath of that. Right there. So you got that one. And you got that O-ring. Doesn't have to be shaped like an O. It's still an O-ring. And then you got the other one in the pump housing. Right there. And then the shift shaft seal. I got that too. But the shift set, I can't say it. That seal goes right there. I've got all the parts to do this. All right. If you guys have any questions, if anybody's working on one of these, you can always hit me up on Facebook Messenger at American Legend Vintage Outboards on Facebook, or Doug Parker, whichever you prefer. All right. Thanks for watching.